Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. This matchup today is part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Demon Deacons will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete downfield. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing, you got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Back to throw, it's Pitts. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Wake. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. A game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So NC State's offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Power football with the run. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Looking to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand, option football, I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they decide to trot out the kicker. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
It's on target and complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice.
Ball is loose. A defense scoops it up in there. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the change to measure this one. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. At the 20, he's got space. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Got it near midfield. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Back to throw, it's Pitts. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. The give to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a deep man. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Orji. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff. until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their weapons.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. The Wake Forest offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give from the gun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quick strike complete. Oh, what a move to get room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. That's caught. It's Addison. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll come through on third down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. The Demon Deacons will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the D deny them on second and goal. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Looking for a man. It's Pitts. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They need to move it 2 more yards on third and goal. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
And I love the play design here. The ball is designed to come out of the quarterback's hands quickly. He finds his big-time target for the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
He finds his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Pitts. He caught it, and he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
And the Demon Deacons will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just...
He's got it on the right. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Field goal is good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Miranda. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Good timing on the quick out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. Wide out in motion. They keep attacking through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Miranda. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking to pass. It's Pitts. He's got his man. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Orji. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. You find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Rhodes. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Orji. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quickly complete. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Give to the back. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
31, NC State 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using his legs, it's Stewart. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Rides to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Back to throw, it's Pitts. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Demon Deacons trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to get to it. Touchdown, Wake! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And they did tack on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Finds his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the 22 on 1st and 10. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Pitts. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Demon Deacons are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wake Forest! And the stomping has commenced. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way through.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Firing to the right, complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Stopped after making the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Getting some heat. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. To throw, it's Pitts. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Orji. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He's taking a deep shot. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And they swarm him under.
And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time and if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending on who you talk to, it matters. But that's
a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost.
It's complete. A huge pickup. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.